All right. I invite people to church all the time. And I think this is where God is working on me a little bit. Because unfortunately, if you bring worldly people into the church, and a lot of churches have a routine, right? They play a lot of music in the beginning. So if you're not in love with Jesus, you might just be like, why is there so much music? Why are they repeating themselves? And then usually towards the end, they have like everyone saying a prayer. So if you're in a mega church, if you're in a big church and there's hundreds, thousands of people, and they're all saying the same thing out loud, it can sound very chanty and cult-like to the worldview people. And I totally get that because I used to think the same thing. So when I invite somebody in the world to church, now I'm not saying that God can't do an amazing miracle in their heart. I know God can. But if I'm taking somebody to church, they can easily look around and go, yeah, no, this isn't it. This is a lot of singing. I don't like the music. There's a lot of chanting. There's all this weird stuff. Like, yes, there's good things to it, but when you're coming from the world, you're like, this isn't for me. And I think God is challenging me to start getting people to see the fruits of the Spirit through how I'm walking with the Lord. Maybe going to, like, inviting them to church events is better than inviting them to church, because a church event won't have so much music. It may not have all the, follow me in prayer thing. And that might be better. And I think sometimes we need to remember, like, why is there so much music in church? Now, I love music, not putting that down, but why is there so much? Unless you're like heavily involved with worshiping and praising God through music, if you're not a part of that world and you come in, you're like, this is a lot of music. Why is there so much? Why aren't they just talking the gospel? Why aren't they just saying, this is what you need, da 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 da? Maybe we're doing too much music for people in the world when they come. It is a lot. Like, it's even a lot for me sometimes. I'm like, I love this song, but they've just repeated it 10 times and I'm kind of over it, And I know that's me getting in myself, but do you hear what I'm saying? I think God is challenging me to invite people into a different world of fellowship and church without that building, because we're the church. The church is just the building. But it also can be used as a way to take authority over a location and fight some spiritual warfare with other believers together. So there's a lot to this.